Look how pretty that beet looks. Now we're not trying to grow the beet itself. We're actually eating these leaves. Come out here and pop those off, toss them in our juice, put these little guys in your salad. We're not going to mess with this today though. We're going to get dirty. I'll pull y'all in here closer, but this is a net pot that they make that fits right on a 5-gallon bucket. So you can get one of these at your home improvement store. This was about $5 or $6. And this is what we'll show the pictures. We just had basil growing all over it. You know, we've harvested it. I've had Swiss chard growing in here. I left it in here for like almost a year and kept filling up the reservoir. It just kept producing. I'll show you pictures of that somewhere. But I don't do a whole lot of this, and the reason why I've switched to something like this is because the net cups, when you use them, the roots go down through here, and when it comes time to switch it out, you've got to clean this out, and it's a little bit of a bother. Like I said, I don't like to spend all my time out here to produce some vegetables and that. I just like to make it as quick and easy as possible. So I'm going to show you how to clean one of these out and then compare it to how we clean one of these downspouts out. Look at my other video and you see just how quick it is just to switch out 20 or 30 plants at one time, and what it goes into clean out something like this. So I'm going to bring you in a little closer. This is a little 5-gallon bucket. This net pot that fits right on top. Usually you fill your hydrogen right up to the top. Take your little transplant, plant it inside, fill your water with your nutrients up so that it's touching it, and this can go about maybe 3 months without even checking the water level. But like I said, I've grown the pak choi that I'm just going to harvest in a couple of weeks. I don't bother with this because you waste nutrients. Basil, Swiss chard that keeps producing over and over. Your beets you can put in there and keep producing the leaves and keep eating the leaves. It works pretty good for it. But I don't use a lot of these because you're going to see, you know, it's just a little bit of a mess cleaning it up. But let's see. I've let this go. It looks kind of scraggly. When you first harvest it and it's a real nice, robust plant, all the roots are really tough. But if you're going to clean it out, what I do is we harvest it and I let this sit around for a couple of weeks. Probably should have took some more water out, but see how the roots turn brown, and I just kind of let it die a little bit. Then it's a whole lot easier to clean when these are all white, and this is a strong hardy plant. This is real bare, trying to get this all apart. So, and I left it out in the cold and just kind of let it die a little bit, so it's a whole lot easier to clean out than when it's a real strong, robust plant. So let's see. Let's get in there pretty good. What you can do is just get scissors and see if they're dead. That's really easy. If these were all white, it wouldn't cut that easy. So that's why I just let it sit around and let it die for a little while. So, well, that was easy. Y'all gonna say, hey, that wasn't too hard. When you have all these dead roots, they're not real tough anymore. Makes it a whole lot easier to clean out. I've come out here, you know, harvested it, took it inside, you know, put it in the refrigerator, came out here and just went to town trying to tear this apart, and it's taken a lot of time. But go ahead and let them die a little bit if you're not in a hurry to replant something. You know, we've got all kind of pak choi and stuff growing all over the place that I wasn't in a real hurry, and it's getting cold. We're not going to get any more basil right now, so that makes it easy. Compost pile down here, and that's all that's in there, just hydrogen. Now see, now you've got to clean that out. You got to get all those leaves out. So what I do is put that in a container with water, just kind of rinse it around and get all the debris out. So you got a little bit of work if you want to, you know, you got to use these over because they're expensive. If not, it's not cost effective to grow your own greens. But here's the roots. we just cut out. That goes in compost. And if you can see in there, try to get the camera down in here. This is another thing is when that's covered up, you notice this is black. Or bug crawling. It's black. And if you keep this covered up, opaque bucket that doesn't let light in, then you're not going to have a problem with algae and all. But there's no algae in there. You can see my reflection. So that's real important thing is that because it had nutrients, that's food, it had warmth from the sun during the summer, and if it had light, then you would have an algae bloom. So you can see it's a little bit of a mess having to clean all of this out. Let me get something. We'll go ahead and replant. I've got a Swiss chard over there. Nice pop toys looking this morning. This is a 30-inch. Got 5 holes in it. There's about 2 or 3 plants in each one. We'll probably thin that down to about 1 plant. What we do is I'll plant 3 or 4 in each one on some of these so that I can cut these little baby guys off. You'll see them in like my soup and that. But if you make a little bowl of ramen, just come out and get a couple of these little small tender guys, toss them in there. It's excellent. But so we'll thin those out and they'll get down there. You can see there's like about 3 or 4 of them right there, to where there's only 1 or 2 in each spot. But one guy that survived the peacock massacre, we're gonna take him. See, and this is what I do. This is another 30-inch. You know, I can get 4 of these if you're not too crazy about having an 8-foot gutter like that. They come in 10-foot sections, and you can cut 4 of these out of each one. So it comes out to about 4 or something, about $5 for one little setup like that. But we're gonna take him. So then he's sitting here. He's doing good right now. We can cut some of these leaves. You know, we've been eating a couple of little tiny guys like that. But sooner or later he's going to be too big for this. He'll drink this entire thing up once he gets mature. He'll drink this entire thing up in 1 day. So this is just to get these kind of guys to start. You know, these guys we can grow to maturity and eat those. But we're going to move him. So I'll have him in this to get started. Works really well. You can see. But you can see nice healthy roots. That's the funny thing with this Rainbow Chard, whatever color the plant is what color the roots are. The red one like this will have red roots. This yellow one has yellow roots. But where are you going? Where are you going? So you don't forget to secure your tripod. Alright, now we're gonna put him in there. And you saw me cleaning this out and taking the roots out. This is just one net pot. Imagine if all of these guys, imagine if I had to mess around with all those net cups and take all the roots, try to clean out, you know, that many. You know, they go all the way down there. So imagine if I had to sit there and clean out all those net cups. You know, so this was one big one, but I just didn't fancy. I started out with net cups, but I got tired of cleaning them out and working with them. And you can see how easy it is with this. You saw me just pull that out of the downspout. Look how easy that just comes out. Nothing to clean up. You know, there's new roots. This is the old, when I first planted it, a little bit of dirt left, which won't hurt anything. You can leave that on, you know, some of the dead roots from the original plant. But that's all you have to do. See, and I didn't mess with, you know, a whole bunch of soil or anything. So this is why this is the easiest way to do it. And you're not really damaging the plant, worrying about if you know, you grow that as a transplant in soil. Then when you put it in here, you're going to try to wash all of the dirt off, and you're going to end up massacring all his little tender roots. You know, so this way, you saw how easy that was. It took like, you know, 2 seconds to pull that off, and then we'll reuse that a couple of times, you know, before it breaks down. For this plant, it's going to grow bigger. It's going to get heavy. This hydroton is actually going to help hold it in and secure it. You saw all those roots that grew down. The roots will start to hold on to that net cup. And all of these will hold a lot better than this once this guy starts to get big. So this is a traditional way the hydroponic growers do it. This is their non-circulating method. Oh, and one more thing, y'all almost forgot. The empty spot. Don't let light in there. Don't forget that. All right.